All right, what's up guys? Okay, we've got hips and shoulders for the next 6 weeks. I'm gonna start with hips today, just cause shoulders will lay over well with that bench press on Thursday. All right, I'm gonna take some of the basic movements. We'll still take the myofascial work, all right, with the banded distractions. Today is optional on the band, and I'll explain why. But we'll go ahead and get to it. Okay, medial hip today smash. Now, into the nook of the hip, right, where your quad, okay, your hip, your adductor, they kind of all meet in there. You've done this smash, we know it, right? It's where we lay on it with a straight leg, and then we come up with that knee out, okay, to take that ball and smash a little further into the nook of the hip. I'll show you real quick just to make sure you know. Medial side, right below the hip bone, okay? Make sure you find a little tension, okay, some tight spot up in there, and then we'll take this knee, we're gonna go up and out, all right? That's all we're gonna do. We'll go to this position, okay, squeeze your glute to drive that hip into the ball a little bit farther, all right? Then we'll come out here, go back and forth, right? Hopefully these guys tackle it, keep them intentional, all right, for the entire 2 minutes per side on each leg, all right? If you hear any noise, it's kids up in the window, all right? Once we get done with the smash, all right, we will go into, I'm gonna explain it without the band. Right? We can apply the band and everything in it matters, okay? I'm gonna call it the Kickstand Hip Extension Stretch, all right? We've done the position and the movement, but what I'm gonna do is we're gonna position the hip and target, we'll just say a different area of the hip, okay? It's gonna feel a little bit different, hopefully, if you find it, okay? Everything's neutral right off the gate, right, in this kneeling position. The first thing that I activate, okay? Obviously, I want my knee below my hip. I need to be able to squeeze my glute. Okay? When I squeeze my glute, don't let these guys go diving into the stretch right when they start, okay? That's not what we want. We want the glute to squeeze and then the hip to kind of gradually go forward. It's about 2 inches, and maybe not even that much. As soon as I squeeze my glute, hey, I'm neutral here. But what I want is I want to extend the hip and open it up. I can actually feel it right where we just rolled. Now, the kickstand part, right, is where everything's gonna change, okay? All we're gonna do with that back leg is we're gonna turn it to a 45. Right? I call it a kickstand because it makes sense to me, right? It just kicks it out, right, just a little bit. Now, I'll take that leg and I'll do this, all right? Roughly a 45, okay? Too much, too little is up to the person. Everything else applies. We squeeze the glute. What we've done now is we put the hip into an externally rotated position slightly. And from there, what we can do is the same exact thing. Squeeze the glute and drive the hip forward, right? That movement right there, okay, I felt it more on the medial side of my hip. Okay? With the band, I'll go ahead and show you. Is that leg goes up, remember, make sure that they're tight. The reason I don't throw you guys straight into the band is because sometimes the band will take over and we can't create any awareness of where we feel the stretch. Same thing applies here. Squeeze the glute, okay? Open or kick the leg out, okay, or 45 degrees, which will open the hip, and then we dive those hips forward. Boom. With that little bit of movement right there, I already feel it where I need to. Okay, we're trying to keep the hips neutral in the stretch, maintain the midline, and then we dive into it, okay? Or excuse me, no diving into it like this. All right, not looking for that today, it's just not the point of focus. I think that is it. Oh, we're gonna have 2 45 seconds on the same leg, okay? So it's still 90 seconds aside, all right? But in that 45 seconds, what we wanna do is just have them come off of it, okay? We're really just trying to create awareness for that next 45 seconds, all right? Squeeze the glute, make sure the leg's in the right position, okay? And stay there, right? They can roll through the 45 seconds, but it's just the time that we can slow it down, make sure we're still feeling the stretch, not getting lazy with it, all right? And losing all of our intention. That's really the whole point here. Sometimes if we don't have a thought behind the mobility, we can do the same things over and over and over again, get burnout, okay? So make sure we know what we're doing, okay, with the movement throughout the stretch. All right, that's it, y'all. Have a good day.